Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing good and all are fine. Students, in the previous class of science, we have done till page number 61 of the book. And now we are going to discuss unit 3.2 uses of elements, which is in your book page number 62. So everyone take out your book and open book page number 62. Uses of elements. Do you know what element is used to fill airships? What elements is used to make electrical wires? Elements have many uses and applications in daily life. The uses of elements depend on their properties. Helium, for example, is a very light and inert or inactive gas. Thus, it is used to fill airships and balloons. Copper is ductile and a good conductor of electricity. Therefore, it is used to make electrical wires. Here are some other examples of uses of elements. Can you relate the uses of elements to their properties? Now, beta, before page number 62, we have discussed that there are different elements, and different elements can be classified according to metallic elements or non-metallic elements. And now we are going to discuss that what are the uses of elements, that where we can use those elements and why can we use those elements. Now, for example, if we are taking an example of airship, so can you name or can you define that which element is used to fill airships? Or can you name the element which through which we can make electrical wires? Now, beta, we have already discussed in the previous class as well that elements have many uses. Okay, there are many advantages of using elements in our daily life, and the uses of elements basically depend on their properties. जो properties होंगी elements की उस पर depend करेगा. For example, if we are taking an example of helium, so it is a very light gas or inactive gas. Okay, if it is obviously light gas, so basically it's also inert gas. We can call it inactive gas. And so airships are basically filled with the balloons. Okay, बेटा तो ये जो हीलियम गैस होती है, हीलियम गैस बलून्स में और एयरशिप्स में फिल की जाती हैं बिकॉज दे आर लाइट इन वेट एंड दे आर इनएक्टिव. And if we are talking about copper, so copper is also an element. Copper element है obviously. So copper is ductile. बेटा ductile का मतलब क्या होता है? Which is a good conductor of electricity. Obviously, if copper are made, electrical wires are made of copper. So copper is a good conductor of electricity. And so therefore, we use copper to make electrical wires. And in figure 3.14 and 3.15, there are some elements used in our daily lives as well. For example, in figure 3.14, they are saying that oxygen tank for स्कूबा ड्राइविंग. बेटा ऑक्सीजन टैंक जो है वो स्कूबा डाइविंग के वक्त जो है काम आता है, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली व्हेन द पीपल यूज टू गो अंडर द सी, so they need oxygen because in water there is less quantity of oxygen present, and so otherwise if we are not taking oxygen tank with us, we can die. So we need oxygen element for that. And in figure 3.15, mercury thermometer. So basically mercury thermometer is made of which element? Mercury. Okay, so I hope page number 62 is clear to you all. Now moving to page number 63. Many of the things around us are not made of pure elements. Most of the time, they are made of elements chemically combined or mixed with other elements. You will learn more about these later on. Beta, as I told you of the elements, that elements are the substances which we cannot divide them further, okay, through chemical reaction. But if we are talking about some elements, for example, H2O, which is water. So they are not made just of one element. They are made of elements which we combine together. Okay, when we mix or combine together, so they are made of two elements or more than two elements. And this we learn later. But let's come to the what is a compound. Uh, look at the periodic table on page number 60. Can you find substances such as water, salt, sugar, chalk, and sand? Substances not listed in the periodic table are not elements. Earlier on, we concluded that water is not an element because it can be broken down into hydrogen and oxygen. What then is water? Water, together with a substance like salt, sugar, chalk, sand, carbon dioxide, and plastics, belong to a group of matter known as compounds. Now, beta, if we look at the periodic table, which was already on page number 60, so we can say that there are substances. Let me show you page number 60 of the book. Okay, if we look at this periodic table, so we can say that in the periodic table, we can just identify elements. As you can see that hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, sodium, potassium, calcium, oxygen, carbon, these all are the elements. Okay, these are not the compounds. Can you find water in this? Can you find salt in periodic table? But obviously not, because salt, water, and sugar, these are the compounds. These are not elements. These are the compounds. And what are compounds? When we chemically combine or mix any two or more than two elements together, so they form compounds. So we can say, we can conclude that water, salt, or chalk, or sugar, they are not elements. They are what? They are compounds. And so that is why we cannot identify them in the category of elements, because obviously they are made of more than one element. जब बेटा one element से ज्यादा बने हुए होंगे तो हम उन्हें क्या बोलते हैं? Compound. Okay, so we can say that water is a compound because it is made of three elements: two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen becomes makes the compound of water. So we can say that water is a compound. I hope page number 63 is also clear to you all.